Hey, what's up? This is Chi Chi with the crypto team, and today we're going to talk about Doge Rise Up token. Now, this is a fairly new token, and recently it's gone up over 300%. So, we're going to deep dive into this token and see if it's a good buy. So, let's get to it.
Hey, so before I get started, I just want to remind you to please like and subscribe to our channel. Uh, we are bringing fresh videos about the blockchain network, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, anything related to this technology every week. And we also want to know what you're interested in. So please leave comments and with any questions and we'll be sure to answer them and we'll be sure to get fresh content out to you weekly, several videos a week. Also, remember this video and any video on the Crypto Team's channel is only for educational purposes. We are not brokers, we are not dealers, we are not financial advisors. We're simply cryptocurrency enthusiasts and we just love to share what we've learned. Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to talk about Doge Rise Up token. Now, I like to do all of my analysis on coinmarketcap.com. So that's the screen that you see right now. If you see in the biggest gainers section, you'll see that Doge Rise Up coin has gone up 305% in the last 24 hours at the time of this recording. So let's look at this a little bit further. Okay, so first I always like to look at the price, and it looks like right now Doge Rise Up coin is at 1.2 times 10 to the minus 9, the minus 9 power. I want to answer the questions, is it a good buy? Is it a safe buy? um, what are some things that we consider when we are actually examining a token? And that's one of the things we're going to talk about in particular related to this token. So if we look at it further, we see that the max supply is looks like 1 trillion Doge Rise Up tokens, and the total supply is 1 trillion. Now, this is equivalent because as of right now, CoinMarketCap does not have the supply, the current circulating supply. So the current circulating supply is what is in circulation. How many of the Doge Rise Up coins are in circulation? The maximum supply is how many will have to be out before it maxes out. Total supply is how many they've currently released, and it looks like they've released the same 1 trillion. Now, I always like to look at the volume, the volume in the last 24 hours in dollars. So, in the last 24 hours, about $146,000 worth of the Doge Rise Up coin have been in circulation, have been purchases or sold. Now, usually when I'm looking at a token or a coin, I prefer for that number, that volume to be over a million, preferably 10 million or 100 million. And the reason is because I want to be able to sell my coins or my tokens um, if I decide to at whatever point. But if the volume isn't high, that means it's not really liquid and it may be hard to get out of. But just let's looking at this right now, it's at $146,000 in volume over the last 24 hours, which in my opinion, it's low. So let's look at this a little further. Now, in the last day, it's looks like it's gone up in the last 24 hours to 3 to the minus $10, all the way up to looks like 1 to the minus $9. So it's risen dramatically in the last 24 hours. Let's look at the last 7 days. So looks like it's kind of fluctuated slightly in the last 7 days. I'm looking for a particular dip. Let's see if it's been out for 3 months or so. Okay, so it looks like in December it was at what's this, 2.6 to the minus $10. It fell, and now it's back on the low end. It looks like it's coming up from a low, which could indicate that if you were just looking at the chart, that it might be a good chance to buy because it's starting to come up out of its low. And remember, we always want to buy low and sell high. It looks like it's coming up out of this low. So this could possibly be a good time to buy. Let's look at it for over the last year. Okay, it hasn't really been out. It looks like has been out. It came out in December of 2021. Um, let's look at exchanges, the market. So these are the places that we can actually purchase and sell the Doge Rise Up coin, or a token, excuse me, it's a token. And it looks like it's on sale at PancakeSwap and IndoX. So, okay. So I usually like to go through these tabs to get a good feel of each coin or token in its entirety. Let's look at socials, and this will show you all of the social network traction of a particular token or coin. So let's actually go to that page, that Twitter page. And the reason I'm going through this with you, I know I could always just tell you this, but I'm going through this because I want you to understand why I say what I say and what I'm looking for. That way you can actually make the evaluations yourself. So it only has about 642 followers, which isn't a lot. Um, does not have a lot of retweets, does not have a lot of comments. But this will give me kind of like a good feel for how they're marketing that particular token or coin. You want it to be well marketed because you want more people to buy it if you're going to buy it, of course, right? So I also like to look in this top section to actually go to the website. One thing about CoinMarketCap is that it has this area where it lists details about every coin and every token. It includes the source code if they have it. It includes the communities if they have one. Looks like they only have the Twitter page. It includes just any details about that particular coin or token. So let's go to the website. And when we look at the website, it looks like Doge Rise Up coin. Let's see. It looks like it's just a token. And excuse me, Doge Rise Up token. This is not a coin. There's a difference between a coin and a token. Uh, a token is actually created on someone else's blockchain network. So, for example, there's tokens that are created on Ethereum's blockchain network, or on the Binance blockchain network, or on the Bitcoin network. The coins are actually the more like the parent, and they actually have their own network. So I know that this is a token, and tokens are easier to create, faster to put out than coins, and as a result, tokens are usually less stable. Now, I'm looking for more information about, what technology does this token support? Does it solve any problems? And I don't see that. Does it have good traction on social media? As we saw before, not really so much. What are people saying about this? Um, they have the chart here, which doesn't really tell me much. We just looked at it. I'm also looking for the developers. I don't like to buy tokens or coins that have anonymous developers. Like, I want to know who created this. Do you stand behind this? Because I don't want to be caught up in what they call a pump and dump scenario where the creators will, invest a lot of money into it initially, allow it to rise up, and then pull their money out of it. I'm not interested in that. So, the fact that um, this has only been out for 2 months at the time that this was created. It actually has not, really fluctuated very much in price. Kind of seems to be in the same range. It makes me say, for me, this is not something that I would stay in long term. Um, Probably when it gets to a high, if I were to buy it now, I would sell it quickly. I would not stay in this long term, in my opinion. Me, I'm quite skeptical of this because there is no information about the developers. This doesn't solve a problem. It's a token. I don't see much information about it, and it doesn't have even a very high volume in the last 24 hours. And Coin Market Cap, which captures all the details about all the coins and tokens that are popular out there, doesn't even have its circulating supply. So it makes me question the validity of this token. Now, the last thing I like to do is I actually like to go to Coin Sniper. And Coin Sniper does like this quick check where it'll let is this considered to be a scam or not? So let's see if I can even find it on here. Here, Doge Rise Up. I see Doge Rise. I don't see Doge Rise Up. Let me continue to look. There are a lot of Doge Rises. Let's try to search on it again. Okay, let's try this again. Let's actually just pull it, the name. Let's try this one more time. So as you can see, this has no results in Coin Sniper. So that also makes me raise my eyebrow just a little higher and say, I question this. We are not in the practice of suggesting what to buy, but I can say for myself, this is not something that I would necessarily purchase, simply because it doesn't have a high 24-hour volume, doesn't have a high traction with, on Twitter, and doesn't have a lot of marketing details. Doesn't show that they put a lot of money behind the marketing. Also, things like the fact that I can't find any information about the developers on its website, has anonymous developers. It's only been out for a couple of months. It makes me say this is not an investment that I would suggest to anyone else. But this is always your choice. Some people like to get in to a coin really quickly and pull their money out really quickly, make a few quick dollars, and get out. And so, if that is your plan. Remember, we always want an entry and an exit plan. That's your strategy, then go for it. I'm not suggesting, this is just how I do my analysis. But I hope this has been extremely helpful to you. If you know anything new about the Doge Rise Up coin, please put it in the comments. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. This is a time for cheerful discussion because we are all trying to help each other out there and we're all trying to make the best investments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Crypto Team's channel. Bye bye.